This is Valorant. It's a 5 versus 5 game where you shoot, use abilities, and either plant or defuse the bomb. I decided to give myself 1 week to hit silver in this game. Now, 3 years ago, I used to play Valorant on my laptop, which, to be honest, had a graphic card from the prehistoric times. But somehow, I managed to get to gold. I'd say I was somewhat decent, but now, I'm so dog shit it's actually crazy. I gave myself 7 days to see if I can get good again. And I set 3 goals to keep track of it. Hit silver, top frag and MVP in one game, get an ace. Alright, so day 1 was basically me realizing just how rusty I was. My aim felt slow, my reactions were lagging, and I was losing fights I used to win without even thinking about it. But honestly, I wasn't stressing it because it was day 1, and that kind of rust was expected. Sometimes I'd have rounds like this.
Variable removed. Placing swarm grenade. Placing alarm bot. One enemy remaining. Now four.
Fuck! Oh man. I just took it in stride. I missed shots. I lost rounds. But I didn't beat myself up over it. Because in my head, it had been a while since I'd really tried hard at the game. And all I was trying to do was get the feel back. Day 2 was when I started feeling a bit of hope. I wasn't suddenly a pro or anything, but things definitely started to click more. My crosser placement looked better. I was hitting more shots. And I even had a couple of rounds where I thought, okay, I'm actually not doing that bad.
Your duty is not over. Rest.
He's here. Heaven.
He's on top.
Heal, heal.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Last player standing.
Nice, good. Nice,
Nice. After an I
Omen kill.
nice.
Mid.
I know exactly where you are.
30 seconds left. Spike down mid.
He's heaven.
have two HP.
Last player standing.
Ah,
One enemy remaining.
nice.
GG's.
Defenders
Good job,
win.
bro.
Clutch.
Thank you, team.
This is what I trained.
That's when expectations started creeping in. Because once you have those moments, you start thinking maybe you can actually get back to where you used to be, even if you don't say it out loud.
Spike planted. Reloading. One enemy remaining.
But
There they are.
No peeking. Block in sight. Last player standing.
Excuse me, I'm working. They are so.
by the time I wrapped up day 2, I could feel myself starting to overthink everything. You know how it goes. You have a good moment and suddenly you're analyzing a little thing. So if I missed a shot, I'd immediately start wondering if my sensitivity was off or if my crosser placement was wrong. At some point, I stopped playing the game and started getting stuck in my own head. And once that happens, it really feels like you're fighting yourself just as much as the enemy team. So, day 3 rolls around, and now I'm in this really weird spot. Because some rounds I feel like I'm on fire and everything's working. I really get these nice multi kills. I'm feeling confident. And I'm thinking, alright, maybe I'm actually back. But then the very next game just slaps me down and goes from feeling like I'm a hero to not being able to win a single duel. And that's the trap, because you get a little confident, queue up again, and then reality hits you immediately. By day 4 and 5, the pattern was impossible to ignore. One good game and my confidence shoots up. One bad game and it completely crashes. And I realized I wasn't actually improving. I was just riding this roller coaster of highs and lows. Somewhere in the middle of that, I started caring way too much about my rank. Every loss felt personal, every bad teammate felt like a disaster. And that's when I realized I wasn't even having fun anymore. I had to remind myself why I was doing this in the first place. And it wasn't about the rank or proving anything, it was about enjoying the game. Day 6 or 7 felt very similar to each other, and not in a flashy way. I wasn't popping off, I wasn't dropping crazy numbers, and there weren't many moments where I thought, wow, that was insane. But the games felt way more stable than earlier in the week. I was still missing shots, I was still making mistakes, but I wasn't tilted anymore, and because of that, I was making better decisions overall and actually staying useful in the rounds. And weirdly enough, that consistency felt better than any single pop off game I had earlier because it didn't feel like luck. It felt like something I could actually build on. By the time I was on my last game of the week, this was what my gameplay looked like.
Last player
Train
standing.
harder.
One enemy remaining.
Again.
Got him.
Need.
Yet peace.
Long, long.
One enemy remaining.
Here.
Short.
Here.
Last player standing. Spike planted. One enemy
Good
remaining.
What? Nice.
Your duty is not over.
That wasn't
It's fine.
Wall raised. Had your fun. My turn. Valiant effort. Barrier breaking.
I have my robot.
B.
Enemy removed.
Spike down B.
117 to none. She's low.
One enemy remaining.
Three down. They were not good enough.
Okay.
Thanks.
Let us see what they have planned for us this time.
What is this aimbot, bro? What the hell?
Jetom's on short.
Your duty is not over.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Sorry, guys.
Here.
Enemy spotted A.
Wall raised.
When the week finally ended and I looked back at the goals, I realized I didn't actually hit all of them. I didn't climb as much as I wanted to, and I definitely didn't turn into some crack player overnight. But I was enjoying the game again, and that mattered way more than I expected. Because for most of the week before that, I was only playing to get my rank back and prove something to myself. By the end, I was queuing because I actually wanted to play. And honestly, even if I didn't hit every goal, that alone made the whole challenge worth it.